Most things you buy these days have gotten more expensive. Before you buy what's needed for your Thanksgiving feast or for a holiday trip, here are a few tips to stay within your budget. We talked to an expert on how to manage your money during this busy end of the year. Newsletter 9's Catrice Nolan joins us live from a gas station on Winton Road in Midtown Columbus. So Catrice, before we get to the food and other expenses, talk first about cheaper gas prices. That's helping our bottom lines.
It certainly is. That's the good news right now, that gas prices are dropping. And according to AAA, the average in Georgia has dropped to $2.89 a gallon. And just today, Georgia's governor extending the suspension of sales tax on gas again. But some people that we talked to tell us that the price is still too high for groceries and other items.
'Tis the season for cash registers ringing. But for some people, spending more with the rising cost of things we need is hitting their wallets hard.
The inflation is still very high. It's hard to budget, really. You got to get a little bit at a time.
My family is kind of small now, so it's like we don't have to really spend as much.
Columbus accountant Terry Justice says we are seeing some of the highest levels of inflation ever.
The average family obviously has seen about a 12% increase in their cost of groceries over the past, year, easy.
He says people aren't making enough money on their jobs to keep up.
Seeing less of their paycheck because of inflation. Their raise that they got a year ago is worth 12% less than it was last year. And, you're talking about off of a, 3-4% raise maybe?
He says that meals for Thanksgiving will also be more expensive.
The turkeys are going to cost more. The ingredients to prepare those turkeys are going to cost more. And also, too, think about if you're going to order from somewhere like your local, like Miles to Go.
Justice says before you go shopping, stick to a plan and make a budget.
Everything is costing more right now, and like we've already said, wages are not keeping up with the rate of inflation. You've got to cut corners and cut costs where you can to make sure that you can keep up with that, just in your wallet.
Traveling for Thanksgiving? One thing that will help, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp extending the suspension of sales tax on gas until the end of November. But some people say they are still pinching pennies.
I'm scaling back. I'm trying to go out of town for Thanksgiving. Hopefully the gas is good at that moment. But for me to cook, no, I'm going to leave that to my daughters.
Food is more expensive now, so it's like you just have to spend smarter.
Spend smarter. That is excellent advice. And Justice also says do not impulse buy. Most things that you want, you can do without. Tell that to my Starbucks budget. Reporting in Columbus, Catrice Nolan, WTVM News Leader 9.
It's okay to indulge in that Starbucks every now and then. So yeah. All right. Thanks very much. Spend smarter. Thank you, Catrice.
Impulse buying is my favorite thing. It's my favorite kind of buy.
Me too.